Alright, alright, alright. Hopefully, this is all going well here. It sounds like the major ISPs of the world are having a super hard time managing the increased traffic from everybody. Which, honestly, I feel like it's their fault. They've been being way too greedy with extracting profits for so long that they've just neglected upgrading their infrastructure. Like, for example, in the United States, like the average internet speed is probably still like less than 25 megabytes a second. Like, I think I remember correctly, it's like less than like 1/3 of America doesn't have multiple ISPs choice. I don't know, that's average internet speed US. 50 megabytes a second, really? That seems really fucking high. Oh, here we go. List of internet speeds. Okay, so South Korea, Norway, Sweden, Hong Kong, Switzerland. Average connection speed. Mobile cellular internet speeds. Where does the US even fit into that? United States 30th. Interesting. Well, I guess it makes sense. A lot of smaller countries probably have smaller or faster speeds. Interesting. Interesting, though, how South Korea has the average internet speed of nearly 30 megabytes a second, but I guess when you're such a wealthy and dense country as that. Wait a minute, you're 600 subs? Nice one, congrats from the Gemini. Hey, well, thank you, my dude. It's certainly nice to finally see some progress with this channel. The only unfortunate thing is that I burnt myself out on Crossout for a bit. So, I probably won't be making videos for that thing for a hot second. I'm actually at 602 now, so it's even better now. Sweetness. Yeah, strangely, the Money Guide and the Beginner's Guide have been doing well. A lot of guides. And those are kind of nice because they have a long lifespan. And especially because they always have a large amount of visibility. Like the Beginner's Guide right now has nearly 23,000 viewers. That's pretty fucking amazing. I don't know, is there any comments I haven't replied to? Yeah, dude called Humongous, trying to justify the pay-to-win experience. I guess not justify, he's trying to counter it. You know, I don't blame him. Oop, shit. Alright, so welcome back to Celtic Manland and our town of Treeland. I'm not very creative with names, don't expect me to improve upon this. But welcome. As you can see, we are having quite a bit of an issue with a fuck ton of dead people all of a sudden. There's just a lot of them. So, can't really fix that right now, unfortunately. We're just going to kind of have to keep with the dead people. It looks like this industry over here has a bunch of uneducated people that are going to be probably losing their jobs pretty soon. I converted all of my industry to Industry 4.0. It's honestly kind of necessary. Because I do need to get some of these highly educated people working. Hey, what's up there? How you doing, bro? How you doing? And as you can see, because half our population, literally half, are college educated. So at this point, we have a massive surplus in education. So we're going to need to start utilizing that as much as possible. And you know, this road here could be improved a bit. So let me go ahead and improve that real quickly. I say my computer feels really slow today. I am not sure why. There we go. So then we can curve that right into there. I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Just got started streaming, celebrating the 600 subs. You know, I'd say I'm doing pretty good. Got my drip irrigation set up for my tomato plants behind me, so can't complain. Oh, the AC Noodle Leaf music makes me nostalgic. I just wanted to say hi, see ya. Oh, well, thank you for stopping by, Professor. It was nice seeing you again. And it's not the new music. This is actually old stuff from like New Leaf and a bunch of other games. Oh, fucking shit. Thank you for the chicken strips. I should really turn down the volume on that. Yes, I see that. Thank you. Oh god, it always just scares me though. Because I always see it pop up on my dash, like someone's followed and I'm just waiting, okay, when is it going to scream? I type in follower notification. Just waiting for it, sitting here, it's like, I'll grit my fucking teeth. Damn. A lot of people building up on the bus routes here. So hopefully they're doing alright. Yeah, it looks like this bus route here is a bit saturated. So we can go ahead and reduce that down to 10. There we go. Reduce that down to 10. How's this bus line doing? Yeah, this one needs to still be saturated. What about you? How you doing? No, you're doing alright. I love the mask. Alright, thank you. It's strange. We get a lot of comments on this on YouTube all the time about how uncomfortable the face rig makes everyone feel. Get a lot of comments like that. You know what? Quite a few of these buses are not empty, so we'll be fine. In fact, none of them are empty. So that one seems good. How are the metro lines doing? We do have 2 of them going through here. They're doing alright. This one could do with another metro in here. Gonna min-max that like crazy. And how's the other one doing? Other one's doing just fine. Trains, how you guys doing? Alright. They ain't doing too bad. None of them are too saturated, so that's good. And no, I can't change the looks of them, so I just get whatever I get. Alright then, I can take that. I can take that. Yeah, so we have the metro set up right here. Seems to be working out quite nicely. It takes citizens from here, from... Let's see, we have 3 lines set up. So we have 1 here, 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 and here. So it takes them all from the major centers and just right into the center. And it seems to work out nicely. However, I do think I will need to upgrade this at some point to the larger train station setup. This is the multi-platform, and then we have the end station. Yeah, so I would have to place it like right here. And that's where it'd be. But that would demolish. Must have been hard to get 600 subs. I mean, it's not hard, and it is hard at the same time. Like, the physical amount of work I had to do, I mean, it probably did exceed a couple 100 hours, but at the same time, compared to, like, what I spend on streaming and just doing games in general passively already, it's not too much work. I guess the main issue is just being creative enough and helpful enough and informative enough to actually warrant investment into it. And to find that while it may not be entertaining, I'm at least informative to a great deal. That's why my guides do well. My actual content of me messing around with builds, hell the fuck. People watching me just play around the caucus builds, fucking yikes. But hard to say. Maybe if I did it more, it might be better. No. I just sit here and chill with Bribe Bromies. You entertain me. Thank you for redeeming the 1,000 bamboo bucks. Oh, that's good to hear. Good to see that some people are enjoying. Let's see. What do I need to do here? My population seems to be doing well here, but my guess is... Let's see, how's our labor shortage here? Well, I don't have a labor shortage anymore because all the businesses collapsed. Hell yeah. As you can see, we have a bunch of empty plots here, which indicates that businesses just straight up died. Not the best. And honestly, I do need to change this at some point into a better situation. MP Pro or ProNet? Alright. Alright, I think ProNet works easier. Off the stang. So let's see, how's the drilling area doing? Drilling area is still doing quite nicely. It's still outputting a shiitake ton of petroleum for a solid 15, 16 grand profit, which is always nice. This one's doing well. Average land value of $0. Makes sense. Everyone here is just living underneath the harsh pollution. Oh, it's actually not that bad. Yeah, there is some minor ground pollution, but it's not too bad. Place city skylines, nice, nice. How's your city coming along right now? I say this one's doing pretty alright. This is mostly a low density build right now. So it's kind of a, more of a challenge to effectively manage such a population. Let's see, I need to get a brand new suburban development going on here. So I'm just curious as to, like, what section of the pie should I select? If I go out here, I can connect to the sea and then do cargo, which is unlocked in the next milestone. But then I could also pick up this one, and I can do a very nice, pretty build here. And I still get access to the water. I got the Merits Edition, so I got all the DLC for free. Nice, good. Say I purchased this game on G2A. I got like DLCs I wanted and whatnot on G2A, and actually I don't know how much did I spend on G2A for all the DLC. I'm curious. I think I spent like $60 for everything, which is pretty alright. Let me take a gander. I don't quite remember. I think it was that account. Plugin blocked, no wonder. And let's see, achievements, quest, account details maybe? No, it's not that one. I swear it was that bad. And then go to dash. Shoosh. They gamify this thing so much, it's obnoxious. Order history. Yeah, so I spent $5 for the digital deluxe version. Yeah, for some reason. Yeah, here we go. So I paid for the industries, mass transit, radio, after dark, park life, natural disasters. It's like $2 for each one. They're so nice. And we're starting my city because my last one was crazy because everything was getting out fire. Yeah, you know what? I don't really manage the fire risk in my cities very well either. But the issue is my city is so diffuse, and on top of that, like, I don't really have that many issues with fire. I mean, there have been 2 forest fires or a couple that have been raging through recently, but, like, I haven't lost any houses to it, so it's like, why even manage it? Doesn't seem to be too much of an issue. Let's see, how's traffic doing? 83% right now. It's not doing too bad. If anything, what I could do is I probably could move this industry over here. Because removing things near an intersection are always nice. Oh no, not connected. What will we do? Put it there. Because I'm pretty sure that's needed for my cities. Actually, not really. I could probably get rid of it and that'd probably be fine. Oh yeah, and then you guys need power. Is that working? Come on. There you go. Good shit. So that should help out a bit. So now they still have access to the roundabout. I had to use quite a few roundabouts here. Because this place has kind of inadvertently become a major highway for these, like 4 or 5 little suburban roundabouts. Oop, and you need a bit of water there. You just like barely escaped the pipeline connections. Yeah, so my civilian population's still building up here. Yeah, as you can see, we're kind of going for like an organic approach to the city, where we're only filling in areas where there's open space and where humans are minimal impact, and we naturally go along with the topography of the land, which is in reference to the terrain, height, elevation, all of that jazz. So what we can do is that we just build up roads against the slope, or where the slope is the least steep, and we can then build up to there to get to peaks or wherever, to our flat spots or plateaus, and then we can just build on top of that. So that's what I've been doing. Because then you see, I went in between the hills here and went right up near the kind of the gentle slope area here, and then just bloop, did a big old city here. But to improve traffic flow, I then added in a nice little train station here. So now this whole area has access to a train station. And I think we have a bus loop in here, do we? Probably not. There's not really a huge need for a bus loop here. I mean, this area has an access to its own shops, its own leisure specialization, so people here are pretty entertained. And I'm doing pretty well on the leisure side of things. Have big old parks incorporated into everywhere. Doing all right. I'm also trying to manage the noise pollution too. But I recently increased the speed on the dirt roads, so the dirt roads are generating a lot more noise pollution. I try to help out with extra trees. Extra trees actually do reduce noise considerably. So that's why around like these big noise generating items, I like threw down a crap ton of trees. Does seem to work. Does seem to work. The thing is, I don't really want to build in this section because it is on a large deposit of oil. And that's a lot of money. That is such a stinking large amount of money. So it's like, do I really want to get rid of that? And then I don't want to build over here because then there's a bunch of ore. So what I'm thinking about probably would be a good idea. Maybe building up here or over here. Since both of these areas are not terribly dense. I mean, this area does have a lot of trees, but I can like meander my way through it. So I can have a side road right here with roundabouts for access points, and then a main backbone. And then I can just sprout off from there and then encroach my way through here, wiggling all the way through. The issue is I would definitely... Yeah, the thing is I would need to actually put a highway in here to actually invigorate this whole thing. I'm actually need to put like a central artery in here and then do a little branching capillaries from there. I was going crazy and reporter was making my ears bleed. Yeah, they do get really loud when I actually have the volume up to like 100%. Stuff blows out my eardrums. So yeah, we could do that. We could build out from this way. But we definitely need to get a major highway in there. So we'd have to like build it like right here. Highway goes through here. Can wiggle its way up through here. Or wiggle its way down there. And then just boop. Can end right there. So then we could just have all of this area develop into a massive, massive suburb. And honestly, it wouldn't be a bad idea. There isn't too many natural resources up there that'd be locked away. I mean, sure, there's plenty of forestry I would lose, but... I mean, forestry is such in high amounts here. That, I think I can actually create my own forestry areas just by plopping down trees. You guys are doing alright? You guys are doing alright? Yeah, so we'll try that. So, this is already saved here. So what I could do... Let's go ahead and build that out. And we'll go ahead and let the game run in the background because I do need to keep everything moving. So... Yeah, see those trains are doing well. What I'm likely going to have to do is I'll have to put in a giant roundabout here of some sort. So let's go ahead and see what we got here. I want to do a nice efficient one. So I kind of want to do something like this. This is a nice big old roundabout, but it appears that the large hill over here won't really make that possible. Because if I want to put it like right here, it seems it's all right here. So what I could do clear out some area here real quickly, just so I have some options. Clear out some train tracks. So now we have a big area here to work with. Okay, it works here. Perfect. Oh, nope, I don't need it like that. And I'm only planning to move it left and right, although... honestly, it might become a major... because if the city does get large enough, it'll be taking in inputs from over here, over here, over here, over here. It will quote-unquote be the heart of my city. But I may have to go with something even larger, with something like this. But it looks like it wouldn't be able to fit in... oh, no. It would fit in here, technically. So this would be the way to kind of get my city to have a giant 5-way intersection. So then this way, and I could actually support a massive amount of traffic flow. But no, let's not do that. Doesn't seem like it'd actually be the best way possible. Oh yeah, here's the Pentagon one. Yeah, look at that thing. It's amazing looking. Looks amazing. So then this one can go off to the left. This is a 5-way interchange, or not a 5-way. Yeah, I guess it is a 5-way interchange. So it can take 5 highways and then allow them to interchange between any one of them. It's a pretty massive one. It's this is really only meant... you're only supposed to have like 1 or 2 of these in the major city. But at the same time, I'm also not expecting to generate that much traffic. Because this is all going to be low-density housing. And it's all going to be hooked up with trains and metros and buses. So they shouldn't have too much need. Yeah, you know what? Maybe just a simple 4-way roundabout would probably be alright. I don't know, what ones do we got here? Got some cool ones in here. Dun, 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 dun. I think got some interesting ones here, but none of them are terribly cool looking. Alright, let's just try the good old reliable. The perfect roundabout. So something like right here would be amazing. Because then I could still drive upward. There we go. So then right. There. Gucci. So then what I can do, go ahead and hook this up then. I'm not quite sure if I want it quite like that. Just have it like a straight line. Oh, no, that's a bit too much turning for me. There we go. So something like that. So now we have intake and exterior. So now we can go ahead and allow this to branch out over here. And we'll connect this by some like small arterial roads. I don't want it to actually be like a major thoroughfare to go from like here to here. I hate places get abandoned, yeah. It is quite obnoxious, but at the same time, I guess it's a way to balance it and be like, hey, you gotta take care of your citizens' needs, otherwise you ain't getting shenanigans. So I guess it does allow for a little bit of challenge in here. I say, if it didn't have that, this game would be a tad bit easy. Let's keep decent space in there. Hmm. Maybe like here. It's a bit big for me. Is there a parallel road tool? I swear I have one here. Ah, yes, okay. So let's try this. So we're going to do the parallel road tool. Same as selected. 3 high lane, okay. Oh, that's a bit close. Can we make that like 30 apart? Alright, maybe I gotta increase this value. Okay. Okay. Oh, no, I don't need SSW. So let's increase 30 on each end. Oh, yeah. That's pretty good. A nice consistent width. But let's increase that to, say, 40. Ooh. No, just 40. Yeah, that's a big for me. So 35. Let's try that. Okay, there we go. You're working right now at my city? Beautiful. We got architects in the chat then. Alright. So then that seems like it'll be a nice, wide enough road for me. Yeah, see, that seems good. That's good. Oh yeah, that's nice. See, that tool I love. That's going to make these highways nice and straight and even. Love that. So what we can do is that I'm going to have this go... I don't want to take too many of these trees away. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go kind of straight through, and then I'm going to turn right there, and then it's going to terminate there for now because I'm out of space. So then it will eventually buy that cube. So then what we can do is that we can vascularize this area. Vascularize this area to some degree. This one to some degree. This one to some degree. And we'll just kind of have like a nice little section here to work with. So then turn off to that way. Ooh, okay. So this one must be second height. Let's make that 0. I don't need my highways to be absolutely gargantuan. And shiitake. I accidentally just deleted my highway. I'm gonna have to stop you, son, real quick. I gotta quickly fix my highways. There we go. Alright. So, highway sound barrier 35. Ooh, sorry, not 60. No, I said 3. 3.5. Thank you, hun. There we go. So let's try this again. So we're going to get from here. We're going to come this way. And then we're going to join out here. Maybe a little bit more like that. Ooh. That's pretty rough. That's not meshing with the topography of the land very well. Yeah, that's not doing too hot there. Did you know when I'm working on my pipe I go crazy, shit, just place it everywhere? Yeah, I tend to do a bit more even of an approach. I did it very, very systematically. So if you can see, I have one straight pipe going down the middle, and then all the pipes branch off in even increments. So in this way, I can actually keep the pipeage very clean and consistent across my entire city. There's really only small deviations to connect water and waste. Otherwise, it's all straight lines. Looks nice to me. You can just see it though. Every single straight line right there. Looks nice. Alright. Let's finish up this highway. See, I don't want to place it there, so what we're probably going to have to do... We're probably going to have to mesh it right here, because otherwise we got to fill in that huge territory. So we could do something like that. There we go. That looks pretty nice. That looks nice. So we can go ahead and turn off that tool now. So then we'll go ahead and turn this. Just so they have the ability to turn around if need be. Ah, yes. In this highway section here. I can go ahead and clip that. And just place that right there. So then this E needs to all be going straight. Ooh, and this one didn't connect up for some reason. That's alright. That I can do like that. There we go. And now it's all nice and connected. Yeah, it's actually pretty good. I'd say that worked out kind of nicely. Still pretty even. Minimal interruption in the topography and the landscape here. So I would say that's a pretty good success. So the issue is, though, is that there's a whole bunch of trees here. So we're going to be limited to our backbones to about right here. That's alright, though. We'll go ahead and just add in some roundabouts here. We'll go ahead and do some 3-lane highway sound barriers. We'll go ahead, let's make it a little bit larger to accommodate some increased traffic flow. You know what, we'll make it 40 sized. So we can place down 2 here with the backbone in the center. So then we can accommodate people going in and out relatively easily. You love the city. Well, thank you. I try my darnest to make it at least a little bit pretty this time. We even got the nice custom cobblestone roadways with leaves on it. So it looks quite nice. I like it. So let's go ahead. Let's see. Roundabouts. That's right. That's what I was doing. I completely forgot. So let's see. Let's do one here. And do one here. And let's go ahead and brace these, because I will be conjiggering with them a bit here. Unfortunately, I don't quite have as straight of a roadway here to work with. And look at that, you get the sad pea walnut, look at that. Congratulations, enjoy it for the first 24 hours. You know what I could do? I wouldn't mind trying to do an oval about. Let's try that. I haven't put an oval about in this city yet. I feel like that would work out quite nicely in here too. So to do an oval about. Weird. It's saying that one has a connection. So what we could do for an oval about is that we can just have 2 pieces of flat road. We'll make this about 30 units long. We'll make it about yay wide. So then what we can do here, 5 by, oops, sorry. Connect it back to there. And then we can kind of do it like 5 by 5. Do another 5. There we go. So it's kind of nice. We can make this nice and perfect. So that's a perfect oval about right there. Perfect. So then what this allows us to easily do, we got plenty of distance in here. So what that allows us to easily do is do lane merging on and off nice and easily. So people can come in from over here. Let's say they want to come in. They can do that. And of course, this be flipped around so they can enter the city. And then same thing for over here. They'd be allowed to get off. Well, it's a bit steep of an angle. Let's try doing a gentler angle. So something like that. Ooh, my game does not like that. And then something like that. So that's a very nice little introduction into the city. So what else could we do here? Well, we do have a large open center in here. So what we could do, if you want to assist in traffic flow even more. Yeah, see, forest fires are going to be happening. That's why I need to get the helicopter depot for fires. That'll help out a lot. So get that, and then use these forest watchers a lot. So then you'll be easily able to get, hopefully, the forest fires under control. In fact, let's go ahead and put one over here. Hey, what's up, Josh? How you doing? Welcome, welcome. We are currently working on our nice little oval about here. The issue is, it doesn't just radiate the same level of... it doesn't radiate the same level of, like, craftsmanship as the last one, but it's alright. Yeah, say, as long as you got all of those down there, you should be alright. Alright, let's see, how many nodes do they have in there? Okay, good, they got 2 nodes to do lane changes. Okay. Okay, that should work out. So what we can also do, we can have a 4-lane road here. And then we can kind of use that as our backbone to this city. Or not city, the little cul-de-sac here. So we can build you out to here. Yeah, so straight line up to 20. Do a gentle turn here. And then we'll terminate it like somewhere right there. And so that we can just have it branch off from there. Yeah, watchtowers help out considerably, because then you can see forest fires encroaching from a distance, especially after like a lightning storm. They're super, super helpful. Alright. So that should work out quite nicely. This area over here is not quite as fit. Yeah, let's not do an oval about. It doesn't look right. Let's do 2 circular. Precursor highway sand barriers. So we can do one right there. And right there. And then, so brace these again. And we'll go ahead and flip these around with the precursor. There we go. So what we could do, and then also place down one over here as an access point for the rest of the city. And then we'll add one up here as well. So then these will be like the major points of entry and exit throughout this one area. And the reason why we're using roundabouts is just so that the movement is super crisp and clear, and so that highways don't get bogged down into intersections. They're just easily able to disperse out in the city. They can choke up on their way out, but I don't want them to choke on their way in, otherwise that'll clog up the highways. And I'm not a big fan of that, because that will just have rippling effects throughout the entire city. So, let's go ahead and try this. So we want to connect all of these. So we can go ahead and close that. Go ahead and get you all in there. Let's get you all set up. There we go. So we can take our lovely dovely select all tool here. Decals, props. I just want tree segments and all that. So then what I can do here is I can move it around, but I can also turn it. Turning it, that'll be key here. So that I can get all of these nice and lined up. Let's see, let's change our perspective to make sure they're a little bit different. Don't worry about the size difference. That's just a perspective illusion. And what we can do there is then rotate that around as well. Let's make that parallel. That'll be good. And then rotate you. Beautiful. There we go. So I'm going to go ahead and quickly delete you real quickly, since now we have changed the parameters. There we go. So I can go ahead and put you back in there, just as you were. Beautiful. So we have that in there just for reference. So then you guys are going to need a way to communicate, so let's go ahead, get yourselves that. And same thing here. However, question. The only way we'll be able to actually really get you guys to talk to each other is if we did a sideways approach. So we have to do something like that. My hospital's in fire. Jesus Christ. Build some more fire stations. Make sure your city doesn't have gridlock. So if you are having an issue with getting your firefighters to places, what I recommend is try to work on your traffic flow. If you could work on your traffic flow, that'll greatly improve the situation. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be trees. Weird, there's no trees there. It defaulted just to a basic median. Weird. Okay. So then we'll go ahead and add in the lovely dovely lanes here. So what we can do, we'll have a node here that'll take in traffic from this direction and then dump it straight into there. And then dump it straight into there. I'm almost tempted to do it from here. So what we can do is something like that. And then, yoink. That'll be an intake. So then this will then be just an outtake. So then that should help out. And then inversely, this is going in that direction, that's going in that direction. So then this will be an intake. Ooh, but that's a very steep angle to turn. What I guess we could do it from here. This would be a way better angle of approach. So we could do something like that. My traffic's fine, I got traffic lights. Alright, take a look at your traffic flow. Is it above... You probably optimally want above 70%. Anything below 70%, you gotta do some reconfiguring. Yeah, we could probably do something like that. Yeah, see, it's not gonna like that one. See, it doesn't like that. And I don't really want to put it there either. I mean, we already have an intake, and so we want an extake as well. So we could have it parallel. And then change it like so. Maybe something like this would help out. So I don't want it there because that's a too steep of an angle. Like I want it like right there. Because I feel like that would be optimal. There we go. Yeah, it's looking a little bit weird. It's a little bit spaghetti right now. But it should change, hopefully, with the, when I get the other block. This is kind of like a rough prototype. I mean, I could try doing like a big smiley instead of like doing the zigzag. I could do a big smiley, or I could just have them separate. But I'm not a big fan of having them separate. And I still want there to be interconnecting lanes so that either side can get to where they need to go. But you don't want to do underground because that's actually not healthy for the environment. But I guess I don't give a shit about that. Let's try 2-lane sound barrier. And so what we can do, we can have page up. Something like that. Oof. It's not a big fan of that slope right there. Are you now? So I'd probably prefer something higher up. Alright, let's try here maybe? Good. So then of course, that actually is going to be super efficient going that direction. Oh, how is that? That's like a good... That's not too steep. That is barely a drop in elevation. Maybe it's too steep for this road type. Would a traditional road type work better here? Nope, it would not. Interesting. So it's going to need more distance. No, page up. I want you to be higher up. Like I said, elevation changes what's beaning us super hard right now. Because I feel in this game, I don't get them sometimes. Yeah, the people in this game do not seem to obey the laws of physics. It seems that underground is going to be the way to go. So what we can do here is bury that there. Oop. Let's make this a smooth transition. So that we could do that there. Let's try not to get any of that honky-wonky there. And so go ahead and turn on the road guides again. Oop, whoops. I accidentally clicked too many times. And you know, we'll make this a 2-lane. There we go. So then they'll be able to go in each direction. Alright, alright. You love the music? I was mostly just doing Animal Crossing music. I was actually kind of concerned with Nintendo of America copyright striking this, because it wouldn't be beyond them. It wouldn't be beyond them. It's happened before. Although I don't know if they have actually copyright struck my channel before. I've had other weird claims, though. I get weird claims all the time. Like, I got recently claimed that the Viking music from, what was it? The Viking music from Mountain Warblade banner was copyrighted, which is super weird because usually music from video games is not copyrighted unless you're talking about like the Fallout series. I'm curious if I should do a cross bridge in the center here versus doing a cross bridge at that junction. Because having it at that particular junction is making it a bit weird here. Yeah, because that's what I'd like to do. And I don't want any particular lane doing double duty. Let's see, we already got an intake, so we need an extake. Here. These are supposed to be curved lines. Let's try that again, but make these curved, if you will. Alright, whatever, that works. Well, like I said, if it's just a lot of fires going on right now, not going to be a whole bunch you can do with that. Yeah. This is definitely spaghettification like crazy, especially this part. I'm honestly debating whether or not I should just do this underground. Because this game does not seem to be a big fan of this approach. So what I could do is just soften up these hills a bit. Oops, sorry, soften. There we go. Soften those up a bit there. We'll elevate that terrain a bit. So that's nice and softer looking. I mean, watchtower dudes, all they do is inform your helicopter people to come out there and wash it all down. So you gotta make sure those helicopter people got good access. That certainly looks better. Yeah, I think it certainly looks better. Oh, I have no idea what that says. 1 second, let me translate that to English. Good evening. Hello there. Good evening to you as well. There we go. So now we got that worked in there. And see, honestly, that looks way better. So that nice little wiggly line, it's way better than having that zigzag. Alright, I think this should work. I'll say it's a bit of spaghetti. It's a bit of spaghetti. But that's what happens when you go with the natural topography of the land. It will be a bit spaghetti sometimes. I mean, that's what you can kind of call a lot of these neighborhoods over here. A lot of these are spaghetti. Definitely this one, like right here too. Like this one is just purely following the crest of the mountain. But it looks cool. Yeah, buddy. Bam, bam, bam. So if I'm going to have another train coming in from here, that's going to be like 3 directions it's coming in from. So we're definitely going to need to convert this into a regular train station. Yeah. Well, let's finish up this district first before we consider that. We can fix that later on. Cool. Although what we could do to kind of make this a bit better, soften that terrain up a bit. Don't be afraid to elevate it. And soften it out. Alright. And then plop that there. Alright, still gonna do that regardless. Alrighty then. Alright, and then that can go out and vascularize the rest of this area. Gudapesh. So what we can do is that we can just kind of go out there. We can clear out this hill and use that. This will be protected. That's a lot of forest. But we can do a little bit. So what we can do is that we can definitely occupy that territory. However, it appears my hills... There we go. It was still on elevated. So we can still occupy that land. We can still occupy that. There we go. Still occupy a bit of land there too. And so, what else? We have a super large area here to work with. So then we can work with right there. There we go. And then we can just kind of work our way upwards. Okay. And then same thing there. Then at this point, we're going to have to curve it around to get over that hill. To get up there to that crest. Or, ooh. Ooh, don't crash on me now. What the fuck's going on? There we go. I need to upgrade my computer. Maybe that's the issue. I think maybe I just don't have like enough processing power for all the applications I run. Because I run this virtual camera. Plus I run a game, OBS, and all of my bots in the background. So it's just a lot of things this 4-core CPU is doing. But I haven't made any money off Twitch, so I can't really justify buying an upgrade. Especially nowadays. Here, let's go ahead. Oh, no, that messed with the topography of the land a lot. There we go. That's not too bad. So then what we could also do... I do see like a natural little roadway forming here. So then something like that. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. And then we can kind of connect it to right there. Just straight pipe it. Let's see. Let's not straight pipe it each way. There we go. So then just make sure that not every intersection is super clogged. What we can also do is then connect it to that road there. See, looking nice. So now we'll have access to this area as well. Good shenanigans. I feel like there really just needs to be a connection there too, but we'll see how traffic flow works out here. So good, that's all occupied right there. I think that'll work out pretty nicely. We still got great access to the train stations here. So that's all good and dandy. And I probably want to make sure there's an easy road path above this trade station. Alright, let's not do any sort of tomfoolery. Slope is too steep. So we're probably going to have to do then is another underground. Oh, that's right. This is the only one that can go underground. So what we could do is then do that and then pop back up over here. And then connect to that. Good, so now they have easy access to the other side. That's always good to see. And then make sure these citizens have good access to over here. That these citizens have good access to this. Ooh. It's a lot of soil change there. Maybe, no. I just kind of prefer them just to make a ramp. So what you could do is you could just do that and then make a ramp. Because then what you could do is you could just plop it right there. And then that's no soil change. See? That's good. Alright, gotta go. Bye. Have fun. Alright, thank you for stopping by, my dude, and thank you for the follow. I hope to see you around next time. And enjoy the emote as well. See, a connection up here would be a great idea. But we'll see. They already have one major one. They can easily access it. So, well, it just depends on how, like, stupendous the traffic flow is. Ooh, and I could add in a city, a little market down here. Not a market. Just like... you know what? I could add a bit of a market down there. Like, I could put in... Let's see. Get the roads, do a roundabout. I could add in a roundabout right here. So then we have like a intake here, and then outtake right there. But then they'd be able to vascularize this area. Wouldn't be a bad idea. And then I'll be able to put like a line of shops right there. Alright. Not too shabby. So we can go ahead and start vascularizing that area. And we'll go ahead and keep this nice and straight. I got the money to waste on it, so don't worry. So then we can just go ahead and stretch it out this way. There we go. B-E-A. Beautiful. And make sure they all still have access to water. So that'll be good. So now we have this area. And they'll just share power from here. But just to make sure, we can add in some power lines. Like so. Ooh, some lovely power lines. Yeah, this look pretty sick to me. Ooh. They are interfering a bit over here. Yeah, should be alright. I'll be able to district that. This will all be mostly housing. And then we can do shops along this pathway. We're going to have access to leisure. You, my dude, still need some power. That should be pretty good. Oh yeah, trains. I completely forgot about you. I definitely do need to reconnect you. So then what we need to do, we need to have like a, pretty much a underground section here. And then connect that to that. There we go. So now it has an access to a train line. It just has to go underneath that. I honestly probably could have gone above, but oh well. A less visual disruption at least. And there's less turning, so it'll be slightly efficient. And then so a train line access. What would be the best approach here? I'm almost thinking a small train line almost up to here, to be honest. That'd be like a great place. Plop it down right there. So then all the city has access to that one line. And then I could just easily hook back up to down here. I can see that working. Get a small metro line here. And I'll be easily able to loop out that way. Yeah. I'd say it's pretty good. And then I could plop down a fuck ton of trees there to reduce noise pollution. Yeah. And then we could equally divvy this up into various other resources. I could probably put some schooling here too if need be. Although how's schooling doing? We're doing alright. College never really gets saturated. Gets busy, never saturated though. Elementary schools seem to be the only ones. Ah, fuck it. Might as well commit to it. I got money, so if I ever want to change it around, I can always go back on it. So then go ahead. Let's start from 180. Back down to there. Squeeze in between that little line there. Here, why don't we go ahead. Expand out to there. So then what we can do is then page up here. Ooh, no. Will we not be able to stretch across here? Okay, no, we can. Sweet. So then what we can do... we could definitely... What do you mean too short? Literally just yoink that distance. How? That is not colliding with that at all. Literally not even touching it. Alright, cool. Here, would go over here help you. Ah, fuck it. Here, 1 second though. I do need to add in a flat section here. So what we can do... Let's actually go in from here to here. And then flatten that out. Man, this game is very particular with its layout here. Oh, now it's colliding with that, my ass. That's right. Point select. Shoink. There we go. There we go. See? Perfect. So what we can go ahead and do is then smack that there. There we go. So that'll be super nice in maintaining speeds with minimal interruption. So it should be able to go pretty fast. And let's go ahead and add in a small little roundabout here, so that it can turn around if need be. There we go. Ooh, nope, too steep. And then... there we go. So now it can turn around if need be. So if it approaches in from one angle, it'll be able to go out through the X-take. So it shouldn't be able to clock itself up. Beautiful. So that should hopefully help that out. So now we have train access there. But then at that point, this train line here is going to become quite occupied. The issue is it's also not like dense enough to really warrant it. But still, what we could do is just drag to add another stop. Add stop. So now it'll be able to access that place. We gotta make sure it has power though. So what we could do is go ahead and add it along here. Nothing too disruptive. Here we go. So now it has power and water, so that'll be able to operate. And that'll be able to move in masses of people. So what we can do now, let's go ahead and add in our people. Oh yes, we'll go ahead and make this like a brand new district, just so it's a little bit more distinguishable. So this will be its own nice little district. Oop, shit. My bad. So then you guys will be your own nice little district here. Good. So then we'll go ahead. I still want to keep to the theme of Organics with sustainable approach. Office buildings can be generic. The thing is, I wish leisure and tourism had more low-density buildings that were actually low-density and not skyscrapers. And then I'd be more tempted to use them. Otherwise, I could still just use the regular olds and I'll be fine. So let's go ahead and add in a few more. Ah, yes. Let's add in some trees over here. So let me just, like, let's select everything. So we can select all of that, copy that. So what you can do is you can just add in a shiitake ton of trees. And what ends up happening is that the game generates a heat map based on tree density. So what happens is that the noise pollution here actually goes down considerably when you add in a bunch of trees. So same thing for here as well. We'll just add in some lovely dovely trees here. So the noise pollution for this is just down. So there we go. And they have easy access to the pathways here. Good stuff. And then we'll work on the other side afterwards. So then we'll go ahead and leave that there. But I'll go ahead and add in some low density business. Because I know they'll want that. I know what my people desire. Oh yeah, shit. That's right. Leisure. I completely forgot about that. My people will need some place to rest up. I don't know. So maybe a bouncy castle for all the children. They enjoy that type of stuff, right? So they can go boing 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 all lovely day. Here, let's do it over here where the impact will be more minimal. And they have pretty easy access to everything. So we'll go ahead and do that. And, ooh, that's a massive park. Let's go ahead and add in one more park over here. And see if that helps out. Then add in a lovely observation platform over here. Because honestly, over here is going to have, like, amazing views. It's going to be more industrial views, but then you get a view of the giant bay. There we go. So we'll go ahead and let that build up. Yeah, sorry for the loss of business. That'll be rectified in a bit. So then that's all connected. Alright, for some reason all the traffic's going up this way. They're not using the second intake, which is going to concern me. Because I don't want this to become super saturated. But there we go. That's going to be nice. And then this place will be able to drop off any passengers. And then go right out. Hell yeah. Oh. I should probably allow trains from this direction to go in as well. Here. So let's see. What if I allow page up? And then just allow them to hook up right there. So they can go ahead and do that. Good shit. So then that'll allow them to come in too, so if there's any intercity trains that want to come, like, specifically here, they have that ability now. Good stuff. And I more than certainly have enough industry over here to support whatever population comes in. So I'm not too worried. There we go. Industry seems to be doing well. Traffic could probably be improved. A considerable amount. I actually wonder if getting rid of this will help out. Because then they can just kind of go in. Kind of. Kind of. Yeah, not too shabby. There we go. And plenty of citizens able to go where they want. They got parks, they got everything. So they got all of that leisure building up here. I'll probably put a few businesses like that up there, since they're not going to mind the noise pollution as much. So then we'll go ahead and let them do that. Because otherwise, if I put residential right there next to a large source of noise pollution, they're not going to be a big fan of it. So we'll go ahead and let that handle there. So that'll be good for them. Good stuff. Still getting a good amount of people coming in. Good stuff. Ooh. That's right. I'm going to need to set up the traffic here. So we'll go ahead and set this up as a... Ah! I forgot to get away my roundabout braces. So hopefully they won't do any horky-bulkiness. So then what we can do... Shift-click there. This will hopefully set up all the permissions as needed. Except we want to get rid of these ones for any intakes. Good. So this will allow people to go where they need to go. Nice. And I say that won't be used for a bit, but it'll get there. Nice. Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na. It's weird. No residential's coming in here. And I say this residential zone is completely occupied, so you can't really build anymore, so build over here, you fucksticks. Weird. We got businesses coming up in here. We got visitors and tourists like crazy coming up here. Yeah, same here. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm trying to get people to come in, but for some reason, like, just don't want to come in. Like I said, I have more housing ready to go. Rip and tear here. There we go. There we go. So hopefully that encourages them. And hopefully elementary school is getting a bit full. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add one here. And that should be enough. It's going to need some power. So let's go ahead and add one here. Beautiful. So then that now has power. There's no stoplights here. Good stuff. You can see now they have clear access out to the cities. Oh, so good. Nice. That's what I want to see. And there are some people starting to use the train station, so that's always good to see. And hopefully it's not causing too much of a disruption with the lines here. Yeah, see, that's a nice efficient turning there. Oh shit, we're out of power? Oh, goodness me, we're really out of power. Ah, it's on fire. I didn't know a solar updraft tower could be on fire. Hello there. Please prevent... Yeah, see, look at that. Ever since we got rid of the yield to oncoming traffic, and we just let them go haywire, it seems to work out nicely. Okay, yeah. It's a bit on fire here. Here, if you guys could, like, unfuck my Burning tower. Oh god. Oh god. Because right now the city has 0 power. There we go. Restored to everybody. And power should be coming back online too. There we go. There we go. It's a bit sketchy there. Okay. So there really does seem to be a super high demand for shopping. Alright, I'll put in more shopping. You see, I'm not terribly comfortable with this amount of shops. But we'll see how it turns out. I mean, there's a super high demand for it. Oof, that tanked our productivity for a bit. There we go, though. It's boosting back up. There we go. 30 grand a week. Hallelujah. There we go. Now they'll be able to put some businesses in. School and high school is pretty good. They have access to the other ones. I mean, there's literally a train stop that stops outside of like 5 of them, so they're going to have the ability to get out there. And there's trains coming in all the time, so they're not going to have too much issues accessing it. Yeah, it's doing pretty good. How's leisure here? It's not too bad. Probably could be a little bit better. Probably add in another park as needed. The thing is, I want to add in, like, unique buildings, but they're so freaking massive. Like, I want to put the ziggurat in here, but that would literally take up, like, the majority of the map. Who doesn't love a tropical garden that is somehow one of the worst entertainment buildings, but still considerably large? I don't know. We'll see how that turns out. Hopefully noise pollution here, though, is pretty minimal. And it is. Pretty good. And so, yeah, having all of those trees in there definitely did help. Good stuff. And these guys are relatively protected from forest fires. Good stuff. Doodaloo-doo. God, they even want more businesses. Frick, I have to put like a whole shopping district in, I feel. I mean, I probably could put one across the road. Across the highway. Like, put a small shopping district here, put like a massive one here. And then just put in like a large interconnecting pathway between the two. Probably wouldn't be the worst idea. Like, literally, the demand for shopping exceeds that of housing so fast. But yeah, these guys already love their new district. What's the land value there, though? Hey, it's actually pretty high. The issue is the land value around here, a lot of these places, is pretty low. Like, I think it's the gravel roads that are the biggest issue. Oof. Yeah, looks like we're getting some traffic build up here. So, let's go ahead and reconfigure this to be a 2-laner. So then when that goes back up to a 3-lane, it should be alright. And we'll go ahead and do the same thing in the opposing direction. There we go. So what we can do here is then reconfigure it. This is lane mathematics. And go ahead and reconfigure it here. So these deuterinos do not interfere with each other. And then same thing can be done here. So they won't run into each other. And then same thing can be done for the intakes. Just so that they don't mess with each other. And they already have plenty of room beforehand to figure it out, so it's not going to be too much of an issue. And this just helps prevent any sort of lane crossover that is not needed. There we go. So that'll help out quite nicely. Oh yeah, that's nice. They just let us see those nice little trains mesh by in a nice perfect fashion. Shwink. These are just doing nicely in their own little lane. There we go. And now the housing is popping up. It looks like they will need a bigger source of entertainment. So maybe something here for the riding stables. Who wishes to take the horse on the Old Town Road? Honestly, let's give it its own little, like, separate village. Right behind the schools, this elementary school is going to have the bougiest after-school activities known to man. Beautiful. Who wishes to ride the ponies? Here. Let me just quickly adjust those. There we go. Enjoy. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up. Only 160 bucks a week. That's pretty good. Considering how large of a building that is too. Only 160 bucks. But that should give this area much more leisure. And then I guess I could toss in, I don't even know, giant Jesus cross. Very cool. Very cool, Kanye. There we go. These guys should be doing all right. Oh, nope. All right. Sorry about that. Go ahead and reconfigure yourselves into a more optimal fashion. Yeah, a few of these buildings may go away and reappear. That's fine. Whatever gives them more leisure. And the train station's still going to have easy access to that. So that'll still appeal to a wide range of people. And there's already dead people here. Sweet. They just come over here and freaking die. I'm going to need a corpse wiggler over here to hopefully get rid of them. It's going to be a pretty high traffic building. Where would be best for you? Here, why don't we just extend this road out a bit? Just so that we can put the corpse wiggler here. Sweetness. So then that'll just allow it to go ahead and pick up anything nearby. Pretty good stuff. Yeah, see, look at that. Train station's already, you know, pumping out quite a few hundred people. And it's going to allow this place to be nice and vascularized. Yeah, see, no traffic problems just yet, but I mean, to be fair, our traffic solution for this area is quite a bit overkill. So why don't we go ahead, fill in all of this. Oh, I fucking love this one. Oh, shit slaps. Even though it sounds like hotel music or elevator music, it's still just up there in that upper echelon. Well, ooh. Ooh. Love it. I don't know why. I remember you used to like just sitting there in the main screen menu for Animal Crossing Wild World and just listening to that music. Oh. That's great that Nintendo isn't enforcing their copyright for this music. Disconnected power grids? Hell nah. Nope, everything's powered. I don't know what you're smoking there. There we go. Nice. There we go. Some more businesses for everybody to enjoy. There we go. And so now this area is becoming like a super high traffic hub here. Oh yeah, I should probably put a disaster shelter over here. I don't know, how much do those cost? God, they cost $500 a week. And I guarantee you this place ain't producing $500 a week. Tourists though, pretty good. There's like 600 workers in this one area alone. Dang. Industry here just popping, apparently. Not doing too bad though. And our industry is not too clogged. Yes, it's strange. A lot of people walking to work though. Let's see, how's the traffic flow? 80%. So this one does seem to be choking up quite a bit. Especially considering it seems like a lot of people are going directly from here to here, which is strange. And a lot of people are still coming in here. Here, so this probably needs to be upgraded. Here, why don't we just go ahead and move you back a bit. So hopefully that'll help with traffic a bit more. And it should speed it up. Okay. Although actually, let's keep that 2-lane. There we go. There we go. So, why do you guys use this? So many other ramps available. It's like 3 or 4 available. Wow. Nearly 1,000 passengers a week for that one place. It's a lot of people. Just from these like 4 or 5 tiny districts. And it's pretty good though, even with the high ticket prices. People are still willing to use it. Gives me a decent amount of income though. Let's see. Yeah, we get up there. 2.3 now. I mean, we're still negative 6,000, but seems to be doing all right. Still though, the only thing making us money though is metro lines. I mean, the thing is, strangely enough, it's like metro lines are like absurdly. Let's see, how cheap are you to maintain? $240 for a station, and $64 a week for a cell. And what are you? $96 a week per cell. So train tracks are more expensive. Interesting. Not to mention that you can do cheaper and more efficient routes with metros. Not too bad of an idea. I'm actually curious. 1 second. 0 people watching. That makes sense, though. Yeah, I really shouldn't be wasting my time with streaming. There's 0 people here on both platforms. Yep. I guess that makes sense, though. People are here for the cross-out, not for the city skylines. That city skylines is a super, super chill game to even watch. You have to be really into it. You know it'll revive the economy, suppressing and containing the virus. Yeah, like that will fucking work. Or rather, will the government even have the willpower to do that? So that blows my mind. Wanting to already reopen the economy, lift travel restrictions, and all of that, and we're barely even through containment. Oh, that is so rough. It just sounds like it'd be a rough idea. Oh, yeah. Still pretty good, though. Love the city layout. Still already getting a butt ton of people in here. Plenty are using the public transport options. Trains are just doing swimmingly. It is weird, though, how metros have become so good. Oh, but I feel like trains also just kind of mesh in well. Alright. Well, considering that there is nobody watching here and I'm getting pretty tired, I think we'll call it good here. I may actually continue. Let's see. I'm actually thinking about potentially doing a... Let's see. I am potentially doing a video today talking about just burnout. Honestly, that might be a good idea because I've been experiencing it, and I imagine there's quite a few other people who have been experiencing it too. I mean, sure, it is a little bit difficult to manage burnout. Because the thing is that when it comes to having a large event such as the Founders, plus having daily challenges and all this content to do, it does just become kind of a pain to try and manage all of it. Oh god. That is such a slow connection. Here, why don't we fix that up there? But it's hard to say whether or not the Gaijin will be able to do anything about it. That'd probably require them to fix probably more fundamental issues with how their gameplay loop is and how it operates. There we go. So that should hopefully be a bit more efficient than using that one. Hopefully. That is some major spaghetti. It'd be kind of cool if you could have like trainer sections. There we go. Yeah, still seems working out. So yeah, we're gonna be doing something with that. Hopefully. Yeah. Might as well, because uploading, crunching it, and doing all that is going to take a hot second here. Especially considering I got like my idea and thoughts together for that. Oh, still just love seeing that some more people though come out. Unleashed. Honestly, I may even need to include a parking lot there. Wouldn't be the worst idea. Especially even considering putting a parking lot up here. With all the people coming into this one park. Doing pretty well though. Still making a nice amount of income. How's Umber Trail doing? Making $6 grand a week! Holy shit. Actually, wait, how are those tourism trails going along? Okay. So I'm actually curious, how much does that encourage? They don't really tell me. But I do love how they have those walking trails going on. So I do have walking trails going from like major points of interest in here, inside the parks. They do seem to be used. Holy shit, that is a large forest fire. It keeps sprouting out of the weirdest areas though. And none of the fire shoots are going in there. Oof. Alright. I think we'll call it good there. So I want to thank you all again for following and for watching this evening. If you had fun, consider following on other platforms too, such as YouTube and Twitch. We do stream on both and do make content exclusive to both. Other than that, there's Discord and Twitter down below if that is your shiz. Other than that, I want to thank you all again for joining me this evening. If any of you are even still here again, probably not. It is a very awkward hour. Not the optimal hour, because there probably are some people still doing online work and schooling at this time, so I get it. But I'll thank you all again, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.